Hey, what up? Happy Saturday. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys are feeling blessed today and not stressed. Let's get up into our show because we have one. Let's go ahead and speak to everyone right quick before we get into the show. Let's speak. I see Rose is up here. Thank you for being here, Rose. Thank you, Cassandra, for being here. Thank you. Who else I got? Hold on, I'm reading a couple messages. Oh, I see you, Truth. Thanks for being here, Truth. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Felicia. I see you being. I thank you for being here as well, Felicia. Kim Jones, thanks for being here as well. I see you guys still coming in. Don't forget to tap on that like for me. All right, so we can get through the show. Who else? I see you, Maria Perry. All right, you guys, pardon me not being on camera. I washed my hair, so I got my hair up, child, over here looking like Erykah Badu with this towel on my head. So y'all know I do not come on camera looking crazy. We don't have no bonnets and all that shit on over here, no man. So I'm trying to dry my braids up and whatnot. So I'm going to go off camera later on. I'll be back on camera. Okay, so you guys bear with me this morning. Child, we can be on here crazy. Let's see who else we got. I see April RN. Thanks for being here, love. Sonia Jackson, thanks for being here, honey. Who else? Tabitha Lester, good morning. Thanks for being here. We're afternoon now. It's after 1. So good morning, good afternoon. All of the things are the things. Let's get into the show, okay? I see everyone still coming in. I see you, Velma Sadler. Who y'all still coming in? All right, thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. All right, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Y'all ready for the show? Let's go. All right, so Funky Diva is back. Y'all know he's been quiet just a little bit here lately. We haven't really heard from Funky. He's kind of been staying out of the mess. He ain't been fighting with nobody here most recently. But he did take the time to weigh in on Jamal Bryant's situation with his wife's dress. Y'all remember that whole video I played for you guys on yesterday where Jamal was defending his wife for a dress that she wore, which appeared to be very controversial, see-through, whatever. It had the illusion of something see-through, but it was not. And she received a lot of backlash and controversy behind that. Funky Diva has some things to say. And we're going to take a look at that. Okay. Thanks, Stephanie, for being here. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. I don't know why my mouth's so dry. All right, so Funky Diva weighs in on Pastor Jamal Bryant defending his wife, says the issue was not hate, but the illusion of nudity and church standards. Lord. All right, let's get into it. Look at Funky with all these necklaces on. Come on, Funky. All right. He blinged out like a rapper, ain't he? All right, so Funky shared his perspective. Shout out to It's On Site. Funky shared his perspectives on the ongoing conversation surrounding Pastor Jamal Bryant defending his wife. Now, Dr. Kari Turner, that's who his wife is right here with the dress where my mouse is moving, okay? All right, so after backlash over the dress that she wore for the UNFC, or UNCF rather, fundraising event. Now, according to Funky, the criticism was not rooted in hate or jealousy. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me drink some water. Jesus, my mouth is dry. With my whistle, child. Jesus. All right. So according to Funky, the criticism was not rooted in hate or jealousy, but what he describes as the illusion of nudity, arguing that there is a long-standing expectation for how a first lady represents herself and that this is where the conversation should stop. He goes on to say that he also pushed back on the praise surrounding Bryant's sermon, saying that the moment was framed as a clapback when, in his view, it lacks substance. And I said yesterday, I felt that Jamal does have a podcast. Maybe that was the more appropriate place for him to do his clapback versus in the pulpit. All right, that was not a sermon. He turned that whole situation into a sermon, and I didn't think that was a good idea. But anywho, so Funky also added that the more appropriate response would have been acknowledging a misstep and moving forward rather than reframing the criticism as misogyny. I agree. I agree. A lot of people had something to say about Jamal Bryant's clapback, saying that it was very distasteful for him to stand up in the pulpit. Yes, always take up for your wife, but it's the timing and place. Everything should be timing and place, and that was wrong. Do it on your podcast. All right, cuss people out, whatever you feel you need to do, defend your wife, but church is definitely not the place to do that. Okay, but what do y'all think about that? Okay. So they said the problem with Dr. Kari's dress was the illusion of nudity, which it was. Okay. So Funky says that no one is hating that she is a beautiful woman with a lovely body that made a poor choice in attire. Said that there's a certain code of conduct and expectation of attire when one is a first lady. I agree. Said that this is literally where the conversation stops. So that y'all don't let Jamal get in the pulpit and clap back like he actually said anything of substance or value. And most of y'all are backclapping, not backclapping, like seals and worshiping your pastor, Pappy, not Pappy Child, as the black church trains one to do. My Lord. Said that the righteous thing to have done was said, yeah, we missed the mark this year, but we're going to try again next year. But that would be too much like right. Funky goes on to say, how do y'all trust people who manipulate reality, fit their personal desires? The fact that Jamal couldn't be forthright and honest in his situation is glaring red flag to me. Said it is not to y'all. So I kind of get what he's saying, because everybody was jumping up, feeling the spirit when he was doing these clapbacks. And I was like, what's going on here? Again, the timing was wrong. I do appreciate the fact that he was speaking up for his wife and that he was letting the people know, hey, this is what I feel about the dress. But the timing and the place that he chose to give said speech was just not forthcoming. I feel like he could have did that shit somewhere else. Again, if I go to church, I do not want to hear nobody clapping back at somebody that have an opinion about something that they chose to do that everyone chose not to like. Like, that's just not the appropriate thing to do. But I'll play just a little bit for those of you that didn't get to see it. This is Jamal, honey.
Double standard in church when it relates to women, and it's abysmal hypocrisy. You got out of shape preachers who rail on modesty but have never preached a sermon on obesity and gluttony. Our misogyny has become institutionalized and cloaked under spirituality. Today, if a man falls out at the altar, you will let him lay there. But if a woman lays out at the altar, you'll pull out more sheets than Bed, Bath, and Beyond. In the black church, because there's a double standard.
Y'all hear that clap back? Now you're coming for people who are a little bit more plump than you, as a means to clap back for your wife. Yeah, she does have a great body. A lot of people say she has some work done. Whatever the case may be, she looks great. I like Dr. Kari Turner. She always serves the girls when she step out. I've said that before. But I do not think that Jamal Bryant was using his words wisely. I do not think that you have to insult someone in order to praise your wife. I don't think you have to do that. You do not have to insult another person in order to praise another. Okay, you just did not have to do that. That was very distasteful. Let's continue.
Tradition. In the black church tradition, in case you did not know, in the church that you were raised in the black church that you were raised in, ushers coming down the aisle had to put their hand behind their back. That was, in fact, instituted for female ushers, so that men who were sitting on the aisle would not be attracted to look at their derriere. So they had to put their hand behind their back to block the eyes of nasty deacons who couldn't keep focus on the cross. We have placed the full responsibility of warding off temptation on women without putting a demand of sexual discipline tradition.
Okay, so what do y'all think about what he had to say? Thank you for the history of ushers and all of that. We thank you for all of that. But again, of course, teaching moments do come in sermons, and I appreciate that. But again, thank you, Funky Dineva, for speaking. What he said was very valid. Okay, I really appreciate that. A lot of times people are trained to I feel like praise their pastors, and I think that's what was going on here. Again, some of what Jamal said, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, some of what he said was correct, but again, the timing and the place was all wrong. Okay. And I feel like you can check a person without being very disparaging and trying to insult them. There are a lot of fat pastors. He didn't say fat, but y'all get what I was saying or what he was saying. I just didn't think that was right. But shout out to Funky for coming up out the woodwork, because we, like I said, haven't heard from him in quite a while. He ain't read nobody down in a while. He ain't been back and forth with nobody in a while. But of course, anytime he says something, it's definitely gonna be controversial, and I'm gonna be right here to talk about it too. So shout out to Funky and shout out to It's On Site. Let's move along. All right, so while we're on it, child, Jamal's wife decided to be petty. He was being petty as well about this damn attire. So Jamal did a little clap back, still clapping back, child. I said, can they let this shit go? Shout out to the shade room, rather. So Jamal says, Saints, y'all win. Come on, Miss Carr, baby. We now are church approved. So y'all see what she's wearing, all right? She got on tennis shoes and the long denim dress with the turtleneck. They're trying to be funny. It says that thanks to our new stylist, Manny, 35, let God arise. Says, Happy New Year, everybody. Let's move forward with the whole armor of God. The kingdom has bigger fish to fry. So y'all see what she's wearing? A little clap back. This is so stupid. I'm not going to listen to this whole, he said that the dress issue was dealt with last night at New Birth. He said that now we must address Black unemployment, protection for the undocumented, health care for the undeserved, and access to higher education. By the way, over 100 people got saved last night, and over 1,000 kids were in our youth program. It's up from here. See, those things I don't mind, but to continue to keep going with this situation, and she's, I didn't mean to like that, but whatever, to continue this, I just feel like it's stupid. You made your point. You don't have to keep driving it in the ground, Jamal, okay? It's petty as hell. You're going to have some people that like what you wear, some people that don't. Keep it moving. You can't please everybody, and that's just how it is. That's life, okay? Just be a pastor child. Give them a good word and keep it moving. You ain't got to do no clapbacks and trying to read people down all the time. Damn, right? Moving right along. All right, so I told you guys that Papoose and 50 Cent are beefing. We're going to get into their beef because, child, is never ending. Papoose decided to go and dig up a video of 50 Cent's baby mama talking very reckless about him as a means to clap back at him. So we're right on Papoose page so you guys can see that it's definitely coming from him. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Anytime you clap back at 50, you know he will clap back. So we're gonna show you guys that as well. All right, so Papoose had this to say: since you want to post cap, we're gonna post facts. Corner boys. All right. He says the translation boo-boo, the fools was a bum before rap. Said that this ninja, I'm gonna say ninja, he said something else, was taking packs of Guy R. Brewer. Says that what type of gangster lied about how many times he got pow pow. He said he lied because he wanted to get pow pow more times than Tupac. What? He said, Alexa, play What the Helly by Rob 49. Said that this ninja more of a wankster than I thought he was. Y'all know that wankster is one of 50 Cent's songs. It goes on to say that you hit this black queen while she was pregnant. How you know? Were you there? Said that you ABUs this black queen, asking a question. He says, but wife daffing Joy said that our sisters aren't good enough for you. Hashtag cancel culture. Hashtag bars on wheel. Hashtag Papoose. So let's go ahead and get into what 50's baby mama had to say, because she was saying a lot about him. Shout out to Papoose. Shout. Here we go.
Oh, but he didn't have any money then. Like I was taking care of him. He didn't have any money then. He didn't. That I was pregnant with Marquise in '96. He didn't become 50 Cent until 2003. 2003. Yeah, 2003. I think give us trying to get on 2003, 2003. So it was. He didn't have any money. He wasn't this big drug dealer that he tried. I was the one before he got shot and he signed with J&J Records. I was the one who was taking care of him financially, was working 18 hours a day on a toll bridge, Whitestone Expressway, paying for DATs, reels, studio time, jewelry, tattoos, companies. Rotten Apple Records, his first company. I was the one before he got shot, and he signed with J&J Records. I was.
How many times did he get shot? Some say 5, 9, 10, 11. Who knows? Did you know how they asked you what it was? How many times he got shot?
Absolutely, I know because I was there. I was there with him in the hospital for weeks, to the point where once he was he was not in his induced coma. Once he saw I was there, he did not let me leave his side. But he was shot 5 times. 5 times.
So she says 5. 50, when he did announce that he got pow, he did kind of, they said, stretch the numbers to make it seem more gangster that he survived being pow that many times. Let's continue.
Once in the jaw, the arm, the hip, and everything else was like little like flesh wound, but 5 times. It was not 9. He said he came up with 5. His reasoning to me why he said he came up with 5 was because Tupac got shot 9 times. 5 times. He said Tupac got shot 5 times, so he wanted to sensationalize it because he didn't want to be compared.
How many?
5 times. He said Tupac got shot 5 times, so he wanted to sensationalize it because he didn't want to be compared to Tupac. He wanted to make it bigger than what Tupac was. That's what. But he got shot 5 times. That's a fact.
And you were there.
I was in constant communication with the doctors. I was his next of kin. He got shot 5 times.
Wow.
Situation, which is kind of deep. That wasn't the first time that he abused you, was it?
No, but when it filters out in front of the children, like the first time he ever hit me, to be honest, was I'm gonna talk about this. This is a lot of cathartic moments and stuff, but the first time, I don't even think I've told you this. I think the first time he hit me, I don't think I know. The first time he hit me, I was pregnant with Marquise. Belly out to here.
Marquise is his son that looks just like him. 50 Cent's son that looks just like him, who he really doesn't have a relationship with. So let's continue.
Well, let me ask you. So Marquise, I'm pregnant with Marquise, so see the situation, which is kind of deep. That wasn't the first time that he abused you, was it?
No, but when
famous rapper G Unit is clicking, he's a sex symbol in a sense because he's in great shape. Why wouldn't you want to be with someone at that point in his career?
Because he was abusive. Well, he still is abusive. I'm just not in his presence, but he's abusive. Emotionally, physically, he's abusive.
So y'all get the gist of it. Papoose is trying to put out something on 50 Cent, and he used 50 Cent's baby mother to come forward to talk about all the disparaging things that she experienced with 50 Cent, including calling him abusive, emotionally, physically, etc. How he lied about being shot 9 times, pow 9 times versus 5. How he kind of stretched the truth a little bit to appear more gangster, is according to what Papoose is saying. What do y'all think about that? Sound off. Okay. More video. That's my song. All right, so here he is again, child. Another AI video of 50 Cent, child. Lord have mercy. It just don't stop. Like, Papoose, do you have anything else you can do? This is like the 3rd AI video that you've done of 50 Cent with this little halter, not halter, but this little bra top and, the tight short song where he's dancing to this little AI bullshit. I mean, yeah, it's a little funny or whatever, but I do feel like, 50 Cent is going to come back and eat down because you keep poking. But then again, it is an argument. One person say one thing and another person come back and they say something as well. But yeah, y'all sign off on what y'all think. That is hella petty, right? All right, so let's continue. All right, let's see. Let me do something right quick before we go to the next one. Right quick. Hope you guys are enjoying the content thus far. Don't forget to tap on the like, okay? Don't forget to tap on the like. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me do this right quick. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, moving right along to our next topic. So 50 Cent 50 Cent did respond. So let's get into his response, child. Lord, this is so ongoing. I'm kind of low-key enjoying it, but it's kind of getting out of control just a little bit. All right. So 50 Cent drags unnamed rappers and says that their music is trash. It says that 50 says hashtag 50 Cent, hashtag Papoose, hashtag Jim Jones, hashtag hip hop culture. So now it sounds like Jim Jones is being thrown into it. Y'all know he did have the what is it? We Fly High with the Ballin' song. That's still a hot song. I ain't gonna hold you. If they play that, I'll definitely listen, just like I would if they play 50 Cent in the club. Like that's still a banger, right? But let's get into it. 50 Cent says, this just in, LOL, I know this to be making ninjas mad. Said it's what it is. If you was nice to people, said it, if you was nice that people would buy your music, said your ish is trash. I guess food. Said it gunitbrands.com. Child. So as you guys can see here, 50 Cent, he says that 50 Cent in the Club has now surpassed 2 billion streams on Spotify. That's huge, right? I think everybody knows that the song In the Club is a huge song. All right, white people like it, everybody like it. As soon as it come on, you know, the dun, 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 dun. I think everybody be like, oh, okay, yeah. Everybody's still feeling the song. He did make a lot of money on the song, and it is still a hot song. You put on in parties. It's still been played like in movies and things like that. So 50 is definitely still getting a bag from that. So shout out to him for that. He definitely was not capping there because his song In the Club is still hot. Clarissa Shields has thrown herself in it. She's still talking. Don't know why she will not let 50 Cent and Papoose have their beef. She continues to jump in. I definitely disagree that women should not jump in men beef, because if he fly off and say some shit about you, it's your fault because you put yourself in it, right? So Clarissa Shields, as you guys can see here, shout out to the Shade Room. She says these rappers don't get they ass beat enough. That's the problem. Why would somebody need to do that? I mean, I get it, you are a boxer, but that is not how you solve every situation, by putting hands on people. And I don't feel that a person needs to get their ass beat in order to learn a lesson. I mean, sometimes it just don't take that. Now, sometimes it do. But in this situation, I think Clarissa needs to stay out of this situation with Papoose. She keeps throwing these subliminal posts up. And then again, once 50 Cent clap back, which he already has. But when he comes back and says some off the wall shit to you, then you're gonna be looking crazy, because he does have a lot of clapbacks and he is a reader and a responder. So yeah, you might want to step up out of that, because you do have some moments where they say they call her Clarence online instead of Clarissa. They are referring to Clarissa as Clarence. I don't know where that came from, but girl, like, please stay out of their bullshit. Okay, please. Let's continue. All right. Again, she is still clapping back. Let's go ahead and take a look, because she made a few posts. She is posting more than Papoose, and he is the one in the whole beef, right? Shout out to G Money, said Clarissa Shields responds to 50 Cent. Lord God. She says, I wake up New Year's Day and 50 Cent got a post with my face and Papoose face on it, and I've never done or said nothing bad about him. So I'm all confused, like, what the heck? All right, let's continue, because there's more. She says, so everyone knows how to get on this internet. I'll troll a mother effer too, but said that Pap says rather let him handle it. So I'm staying focused on my training because I make millions to fight. Girl, we know that. Okay. She always throwing out. Okay, so she goes on to say that, but I still had questions. Why this nut ass mother effer 50 Cent come bothering me? And the answer is the algorithm. Okay, so it's said, it's sad to say that I've been viral for 40 days and 40 nights by just being me. Girl, says it. And people have started making fake AI videos, pictures, and narratives. That would be Papoose, because he's doing all the damn AI videos, right? Okay, girl. She says ESPN magazine naked body issue 2016 viral somehow. Okay, then I go shopping for myself at Louis Vuitton and spent $30K. Now I posted my receipts just to show how much I spent, which you didn't have to do. Said that I was going to do a what was that? A fun unboxing of things. Said that I bought. Now he's regurgitating lies, says I literally have my receipts posted. There is no Louis Vuitton luggage or duffel bag on there, because 50 did imply that Clarissa Shields bought all of her Christmas gifts that Papoose gave to her, which I feel she did, but whatever. I said that's a lie. That sounds good because y'all mother effers are obsessed with my life, obsessed with me, and Pap said that it's weird. Girl, you keep showing everything. Again, this is what 50 Cent posted, said, now you see that that's assault, said that you can't just go around putting your hands on people. LOL, this is what he posted.
I did for you. I did it because I love you. Don't you felt the same way about me?
Me? Love you? Bitch, you got to be crazy. I use you. You're a toy, bitch. A freak. You get your big, greasy ass back to the country where you belong.
Gonna kick your ass. I did for you.
So as y'all know, she slapped the hell out of him, but that is something 50 put up as relation to Clarissa Shields and Papoose, child. Lord, let's continue. All right. So now they're saying, what is it? 50 Cent is not letting up because y'all know, child, when he is on his petty streak, baby, he's on his petty streak. Now he dropped another slick comment and said that the internet is once again locked in on the back and forth involving Papoose and Clarissa. Everybody's enjoying this. They said that this beat clearly isn't cooling down anytime soon. All right. So let's get into this, shall we? Looks like Remy Ma was brought into this one. Shout out to All About the Tea for this one, child, because I said, baby, this is crazy. All right, so 50 Cent continues his rampage against Papoose and Clarissa Shields after their ongoing beef. All right, so let's get into it. 50 Cent says, wait, I thought he spit the best bars. That's why Clarissa got to buy her own Louis Vuitton for Christmas. LOL. This is crazy.
My ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever.
Hey, brought y'all home some dinner from work.
Calvin, you can't keep feeding me and your baby hamburgers and french fries every goddamn night.
Well, what the hell do you expect me to do?
Nigga, get a real job.
Bitch, McDonald's is giving me an opportunity to serve my community and feel responsible for the welfare of my own environment.
Don't give me that type of ass bullshit.
I'm under a lot of pressure. Hey! Hey, whose gloves are these? Huh? Who you fucking, OJ?
Don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay. The fuck?
So Remy Ma says, don't nobody fall in love with a nigga but a nigga that ain't got nowhere to stay. Alluding that Papoose fell in love quickly with Clarissa Shields because he didn't have nowhere to live, and she kind of took him in or whatever. I cannot. Mess. Shout out to 50 Cent again for being petty, right? Y'all know that's the truth. The nigga ain't got nowhere to stay will fall in love quick so he could secure a place to stay. And that is what Remy was trying to imply there. We ain't done, child. We ain't done. We about to be done with Clarissa Shields, and I'm sick of them, child. But we got to get it all out there so y'all will know all the mess that's going on. Shout out to J Views Daily. Lord God, right? Next up, Clarissa Shields is still talking her shit, and you know what? I ain't even mad now if 50 Cent come and just let off on you. If he just come out and just windmill your whole wig up off you and mess up your edges, bitch, I don't even care now because you got to learn to stay out of men's beef. All right, this is not your fight. Keep your fight in the ring. If Papoose is fighting with someone else, especially a rap god like 50 Cent, baby, listen, stay your ass up out of that because you know his ass is petty. Now, when he tear your wig off and snap off on your ass, I ain't even gonna feel a way about it. I'm gonna laugh about that shit because I told you ass to stay out of it. But let's get into it. She says, this generation of men, she meaning Clarissa Shields, this generation of men have been weird to me for a long ass time. Bunch of men hating on hardworking, successful women. Gossiping, lying, and blackballing. Says that I got a few millions now, child. But a lot of men in power try to block me. The hate been real. This is not new to me. Okay, hashtag quote, which you know is what she refers to herself. Hashtag 8 mil, because y'all know she just signed an $8 million contract. Okay, child, listen, who's blocking you? Child, Layla Ali would never be online doing all of this. See, this is what she was talking about. She want to mentor you because she's sitting back watching you crashing out over shit that you shouldn't be crashing out about. image is everything when you're in the industry, and you're ruining your image trying to prove this loyalty to Papoose when all you got to do, if you guys are in a relationship, just be that. Just do that. You ain't got to do all this extra shit you're doing because you're making yourself look stupid with all these damn clapbacks. Nobody is jealous of your millions. Girl, go and do that. You're supposed to make millions if you knocking motherfuckers out. Like that comes with the territory, right? You ain't got to prove shit to people. Like, stop it, girl. Damn. Okay, here she is. Like, thank you, girl. Them shoes though ain't giving. I don't know where you find them shoes at, because no, and hell no. It looks like some granny type shit. I think, you know what, my petty ass, I think I did a close-up on them shoes. Let me see. I think I did. If I did, and I'm gonna have to move on, but I feel like in one of my petty moments that I did a close-up on them damn shoes. Did I, Lord? Did I? No, I didn't. I thought I screenshotted them mugs, but damn. Yeah, them shoes, girl, ain't giving. I don't know where you got them shoes from, but tell your stylist, hell no, don't do that shit ever again in life, okay? See why you making all these millions, you need to trickle something. You buying Louis Vuitton, girl, you should have went on down to the feet. You can't stop at the blouse, girl. You got to go to the feet too, all right? That's just a little word to the wise if you're trying to do your little style shit, okay? See, now 50 Cent gonna come back and talk about them damn shoes, and I just know it. But anyway, 50, if you watching my channel, go ahead and get them shoes, all right? Because them ain't giving. Move right along. Let me stay out of this shit, okay? All right, so let's get into some stuff here for the next person here. Bootsy, child. Bootsy is in our news now. We ain't talked about Bootsy in a while. Oh my God. See, I know shoes. If I don't know shit else, I know shoes. My shoes gonna always hit. All right. If you ever see me in public, y'all be like, girl, yes, girl gonna always slay with the shoes. All right. The shoes in the fit, but shoes, I'm a shoeaholic, so I love shoes. But baby, Clarissa, them shoes was not giving what they needed to give, baby. No, ma'am. All right, if you're gonna be clapping back, make sure your shit be on. Okay, because your shit was not on right there. All right, so shout out to the Shade Room. All right, so according to Megan Cunniff, said the federal prosecutors in San Diego want Bootsy to serve 2 years for a felony possession of a firearm. Y'all know he got caught with a firearm, I think where they pulled him over or something to that effect. And they are asking that he serve some time for that. 2 years is good, according to how they give most felons who get pulled over with a firearm when they ain't supposed to have that shit. They said that the rapper is set to be sentenced next week. So prayers up for Bootsy. I hope they don't put him in there a long time, because he does have a new baby that's under a year old, okay? As well as his other kids that he take care of, his mom and everyone else. But you got to follow the law. You got to do what the law tell you to do. If you're not supposed to have a weapon as a felon, don't have that shit, okay? If you get pulled over and they find it, they're going to give you that good time, all right? So federal prosecutors in San Diego want Bootsy to serve 2 years in prison for possession of firearm while a felon. Probation recommends almost 4 years, okay? If they're offering you 2 out of the 4, bitch, take the 2, and maybe you can get out on good behavior, okay? So Bootsy said that Bootsy, meanwhile, is hoping for a real Donald Trump pardon. So he's asking for Trump to pardon him so that he does not have to, I guess, serve this time that they're asking him. So, of course, we just told you guys sentencing is in 1 week, okay? All right, so Bootsy says, Trump checked my case out. All right, you know his ass about to go to jail. Says that my case was dismissed, but Biden, DOJ's recharged me with the same pow charge. Biden pardoned his son. Says, see, now you throw that in there. Said, I was told that I am the only person in the country facing that charge now. Says President Trump already was given a 10-year sentence in state in 2009 for the third offense, marijuana, grams. Said that I never was even offered rehab, straight to prison. Said, and Trump said, I'm Bootsy. I'm a rapper, filmmaker from Baton Rouge. Said I was targeted, my mouth and things. Said that I stand, what? Said I stand on get me in a lot of ish, but I'm a real. That don't make sense, Bootsy. Come on now. Are you high here? Said that my lawyer, Megan Blanco, can explain this case. She knew the charges against you were bad, and she spoke about it on radio. Bootsy, I'm gonna need you to go back to school, because now you're making me sound like my ass can't read, and I know I can read good. But anyway, so Bootsy is asking for Trump to pardon him because he's saying that the Biden administration or DOJ rather recharged him for a pow charge that his own son, Hunter Biden, was actually pardoned for. Y'all know President Biden pardoned his own son, Hunter Biden, for having a pow when he was not supposed to have one, right? So, so he is soliciting for Trump to step up and pardon him so he doesn't have to serve that good time. What do y'all think? Do you think Trump will pardon him, or do you think he's going to have to go ahead and sit down for the next 2 years? Y'all let me know. Moving right along. Prayers up, though. I like Boosie. I don't want to see him go down like that. All right, because by the time he get out, his baby will be 4. Okay. Well, no, maybe 3. Maybe 3, because the baby about to be a year old. But yeah, so what do y'all think about that? Prayers up for Boosie, child. Everybody want to call on Trump to be pardoned. Trump be like, nah, nigga, he gonna be like, Diddy, like, nigga, you ain't vote for me, so nah. You know, that's how petty Trump is. Trump like, nigga, you ain't vote for me, I ain't giving you shit. But let's move along. Cultural millennials, shout out to you. Tamar Braxton admits that she has cheated in the past, says that she was caught texting, you shifted my uterus, child. Anybody ever told a man that? Baby, you shifted my uterus, my uterus, child. So you don't have to text that, girl. Okay, you could have told him that during pillow talk. Now you got your ass caught up. But let's go ahead and get into Tamar's interview.
Because in that situation, I did have the bag, right? And he felt insecure and he used to piss me off. I couldn't understand, like, why do you not think that you're enough, right? And I used to sun the fuck out of him. And like you were saying, what's that word? Emasculate him. Woo! And that's not a good feeling.
You were sunning him, huh?
I cheated on that person. And so this album is about the female version of taking accountability for infidelity. Part really happened in my life. So I'm texting and snatched my phone and he reads my text messages and I'm texting the guy, once again, you shifted my uterus. Sure. And he really read it.
You read it?
It is. But I broke him and I knew that.
He ain't deserve you anyway.
I feel sorry for him.
I do. Because let me tell you, like in the film.
He ain't deserve you. That motherfucker wasn't strong enough. He wasn't what you was describing a while ago. That motherfucker weak.
Because in that situation, I did have the bag, right? And he felt insecure and he used to piss me off. I couldn't understand, like, why do you not think that you're enough, right? And I used to sun the fuck out of him. And
yeah, you can't be doing that to no man, because a man will feel like, damn, like, why you sunning me like that? Why you talking crazy to me like that? Because you make more money. You should never feel like you can do that to a man. Okay, and men should never feel like they can do that to a woman, vice versa. Okay, but Tamar, I think you was feeling yourself a little bit. You might have lost a good dude, and now you out here dating trashy ass niggas who don't give a fuck about you and publicly disrespect you and embarrass the fuck out of you. They do. All right, the little white guy that you was running over there with, he ran right out there and got somebody else that look a little bit better than you, that's a little bit more curvaceous, like literally right after he stopped fooling with you. And he went live and was telling all your damn business after the fact. That David dude that looked like Predator, he did the same thing. He went and called the police on you because you made him wreck his damn Rolls Royce when y'all fighting in the car. Okay, just a whole bunch of mess. Then he ran out there and got him a white girl. He got him a Becky after that, like right after. Okay, then Vince is out here dating somebody else after his ass to move to Atlanta to try to be closer to you and his son, thinking that y'all were gonna fix things. Now he out here with a new girlfriend, and Tamar's like, oh, I like his new girlfriend. Like, girl, move around. Like, I'm so sick of her. Oh my God, she is so problematic. And then you got into that whole mess with Mendices, and this whole Yandy situation. Then you were fighting with Funky Dineva. Like, it's a lot, girl. She's saying a lot of shit, don't she? But never should you ever cheat on your man. If you don't want to be with him no more, girl, go ahead and break up. You ain't got to do all that texting another man. Oh, you shifted my uterus, as if your man probably ain't gonna go through your phone. If he don't respect you, or if he don't trust you, obviously he may snatch your phone and go through it. And if he saw that was, bad for you, all right? Because I don't know, child. Tamar she's been through a lot of relationships that were ABUs. The guy I told you that the guy she dated prior to going on or prior to being with Vince, he was like really beating her up and putting hands on her. Like, it was very abusive. So I don't know, maybe you should change the type of guys that you choose to date, Tamar, so that you don't have to keep going through this. All right, because ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all go ahead and put in there what y'all think. Moving right along. All right, so Stefan Diggs is finally speaking up. That's something that we haven't seen here lately. He's got a lot of stuff going on, from his chef, his private chef, speaking out that he was sleeping with, where she has a lawsuit against him for putting his hands around her neck and squeezing real hard. Y'all know what that's called, angulation with an S. And she calls it, she also has him for sexual assault as well. So that among baby mamas coming after him left and right. He now has 4 children born under the age of 1, and another woman just came out to say that she believes that he is the father of her baby, which will make 5. Okay, so he had 4 kids born last year, because we're in 2026 now, and one lady that's coming forward to say she is indeed pregnant, and she is saying that Stefan Diggs is the father, so that will make him have 5 kids under the age of 1. But let's get into what he had to say because he is speaking out. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Stephon Diggs speaks out following his recent felony assault charge, makes it clear to reporters that he will only comment on football and not the case. He says, is that about football? So they want to kind of go off the beaten path and ask him personal stuff, and he doesn't want to talk about it. I respect it. If it's an open case, you don't want to say something so that you can derail your case, especially if you have lawyers and stuff working hard for you. You don't want to go and start speaking out in the press because they can use it against you. Like they say, everything said is used against you. You don't want to fuck up your case like that and wind up losing your case. So let's go ahead and get into what he had to say, and then we'll do commentary on the back end.
Dealing with everything. It's definitely an open case, so I can't even say anything about it. I will be open to any football questions, anything you want to know. So I don't want to be rude or disrespectful in any way. So if anybody asks me a question that's pertaining to it, I'm obviously just give you a look. Y'all kind of know me at this point, but shoot.
What kind of support have you had, Stephon, from your teammates? And we saw you yesterday on the field breaking huddle, and it seems like you're the leader out there at this point still.
Is that a football question?
Well, it's not about any sort of crime. It's just about how you lead and how your teammates support
regarding football, I'm gonna continue to be the guy I've been. Trying to finish the season strong.
Have you and Christian talked or texted?
Christian is my close teammate. But talk about what person?
Christian Barmore, you and he both dealing with some stuff off the field. Have you talked?
Is that a football question? Try not to be rude. I said it in the beginning.
I hear
you. Y'all see how the reporter was trying to be slick and sneak one in there, and he chopped his ass up real quick. Like, I just told you I ain't about to be doing that. Nah, if it's not football related, fuck out of here. All right.
Dealing with everything. It's definitely an open case, so I can't even say.
All right, so it said it looks like Stephon Diggs has decided to address the public following his recent felony charges. All right, he in a lot of trouble. Now, Diggs spoke with reporters ahead of the Patriots season finale and apologized for not addressing the situation sooner. Now, he explained that the ongoing legal case has limited what he can say publicly. Now, it's a different kind of time dealing with everything, according to Diggs. It's definitely an open case, so he said, I can't say anything about it. It's a different time, a very emotional time. He said, I'm taken back by some of the things, it's supposed to be taken aback by some of the things that's been going on. Now, during the media session, Diggs made it clear that he was only there to discuss football. When reporters asked questions that appeared to reference the case, he shut them down by asking, is that a football question? As you guys just heard, if you recall, according to the charges document, Diggs' former chef accused him of slapping her and attempting to choke her during a dispute over salary, leading to a felony and misdemeanor charges. Now, at that same time, Diggs' teammate, defensive lineman Christian Barmore, is also dealing with assault and battery charges. What is going on with these football players? It's a lot of these football players coming out now, and I've seen not just with Stephon Diggs and this Barmore guy. It's a lot of football players out here putting hands on women. Y'all getting an early case of CTE. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Why do you guys feel like y'all got to be putting hands and strangulating women? Like, what is going on? Y'all need to get some anger management while you guys are playing football, because this is like unheard of. It's a lot of cases out there. My mind go back to the case where the other football player was assaulting his wife in the elevator. Y'all remember that? Where she was literally knocked out in the elevator. Like, these guys are doing the absolute freaking most. And y'all need to get some anger management, because when y'all are getting felonies for putting hands on women, something is going on. The anger is coming from somewhere. Again, are you guys going through some serious early CTE where y'all getting hit in the head too much out there? Like, y'all need to figure this out, because this is starting to get out of hand. No man should be putting a hand on women and vice versa. Like, y'all got to stop this shit, because that's not a good look at all. Now, I like you, Stephon Diggs. You're a great player for the Patriots, but all this extra shit that you got going off the field, like, that is becoming too much. It's overshadowing who you are as a likable player. Okay, so fix that. All right, let's move along. Clarissa Shields, honey, not Clarissa Shields, but Clarissa, Blueface's mother, has something to say about Blueface having to sell his home most recently because he was sued, and the court told him that he had to pay a very, very substantial amount of money to Soulja Boy's baby mama for putting out a rumor that he was the father of said child of this particular female. All right. So Carlissa said that Blueface was forced to sell his house after Krishan leaked his address during a live stream. I told you guys, I want to say maybe a week ago, that Blueface and Krishan had a little falling out, and Krishan was on her get back. She called gangs to do something to Blueface, and she also leaked his address knowingly online so that somebody can run up and do something to him or harass him. You can't do that. You should never do that. Like, you hate a person that bad where you put their personal information out like that for somebody to do something to them or cause some type of issue. Blueface is on parole still. So, and she was also saying she was going to contact his parole officer and have him, arrested or put back in jail, all because he didn't want to be back with her. And he was moving on into other relationships besides her. So let's get into what Blueface's mother had to say. Shout out to All About the Tea. Let's go.
Together. I don't know that I would want to waste my money or my time seeing a therapist with her. Like, I don't know that it would, like, I mean, if somebody paid me to do it, then I would probably do it. But why would I waste my time and my money on that when I've already tried? And it's just, and every person that I see that tries and they come up short, it just makes me more and more, it just makes me more and more sure that there's no reason for me to do that. But I don't mean I want the best for her. I want the best for the grandbaby. I want the best for her life. I do. I never wanted that for my kids. I love Jay and Blue together. I love them co-parenting together. I love Jaden's mental being in a safe place. I love that she is 110% all about her kids. That's what I'm grateful for more than anything. That everything she does is about her kids. And that's it and that's all. If it's not good for them, she's not doing it. So that's what I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative that her and Callie put these kids first no matter what. With or without a man. Trying with a professional is different. It's just not safe to give anybody like that your location. You know what I'm saying? After her putting my son's address on the internet and him having to sell his whole house, like, how could I ever be comfortable? Like, he having to sell his whole house. That's just sad. Then telling people to come get him there, like, that's a scary thing, especially after the last boy got. So I'm just telling you honestly what I'm uncomfortable with. He might try it, but I won't try it. That's up to him to do. That's not my kids. Okay. Together.
Again, I do feel like Calissa needs to stay out of Blueface's business as it relates to his baby mamas and all the shit that he has going on, unless he asks her to insert herself. He's a grown-ass man who can handle his business. All right. He's getting himself into this situation from jumping from woman to woman, and he chose to deal with Krishan. He doesn't respect her. He's called his mama a whole bitch in her face on live. So I wouldn't be on here capping for it. And I know that's your son. I wouldn't be in his business. I wouldn't be speaking on that. Yes, we already know that Krishan leaked his address. That's between them. And you keep inserting yourself, which then puts you in a negative space. Why are you giving yourself a headache and raising your blood pressure over shit that your son continues to put himself into? Nobody told Blueface to go live and lie and troll and say that he was the father of someone else's child and mess around and get sued. And now he has to sell one of his homes in order to pay off this high amount that the judge and the courts have made him have to pay. Like, they are literally garnishing his music royalties and etc. in order to pay off this money. Maybe she's mad because it's tapping into some money that maybe he was going to give to her. But it's a lesson that he has to learn, that you can't be out here playing with people, and especially with a woman's paternity of their child. If you know you're not the father, stay your ass up out of there. Like, you have to watch what you say and how you move, because you can get a fucking lawsuit. Like, people are not playing nowadays. And that's a very hard lesson that he has to learn. And Krishan, she's going to have lessons that she has to learn. You cannot put people's address out there. What if somebody would have rolled up on him and pow-powed him or did something to him? You would be a person of interest for putting that information out there. So you definitely have to be careful how you move, what you say, and the things that you do to other people. Like, you can't move that way. And I really, really wish that Calissa would stay the hell out of Blueface business and let him handle it. He is a father. He is a grown-ass man. He can handle his own business with these girls that he chooses to deal with, which is so fucking toxic. And all we're going to do is sit back, and I'm going to make a bag off of it. Every time he does something stupid that's that I feel like I need to talk, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it and bring awareness to it. But at the end of the day, I feel like she needs to stop going live and getting in his business and keeping this shit up, because it's just only making it worse. He told you, 7 or 8 lives ago to stay out of his business. And here you are again. You have a whole husband. Focus on your grandbabies. Focus on your husband. Focus on your life. Don't engulf yourself in this bullshit, because it's crazy. It's stupid. It's immature. It's toxic as hell. Like, I don't know anybody who wants to continue to be in toxicity like that, other than damn Carlissa. Like, girl, let it go. All right, so somebody else who is dealing with an issue. Let's get into this. Floyd Money. What is it? Floyd Money Mayweather is what they call him. Child, they may have to take the money up out of there because it says that old boy is about to be bankrupt, or he's dealing with some bankruptcy. Not sure why he continues to like to walk around with large sums of money like that. Put that shit in the bank. Where's your debit card, sir? Like, that's some old school pimp type ish to be walking around with suitcases full of money. You ain't got to be out here showing all your money to prove that you got it. Like, okay, you just don't. Okay. So according to shout out to Psychological, according to a recent Business Insider report, shout out to them, they're saying that Money Mayweather might be headed toward bankruptcy. Y'all ready for this? Let's get into it. You guys also know that he has a fight coming up between he and Mike Tyson early spring of this year. So Mike Tyson did get injured. So I think they may have to push it back if he's not good by the time that they have their fight coming up in spring of this year. He has some type of weird injury to where he's kind of trying to get himself back on track. I feel like it's a fight for money because the last fight that we saw Mike Tyson fight, it was just not good. Where he fought was, I think, Jake Paul. It was rigged. You could tell Mike Tyson is not, in the headspace that he was when he was like knocking niggas out back in the day. So I feel like he's only doing these fixed fights just for money. I think that it's fixed. They told him, in the beginning of the fight, like, don't knock him out. Don't be too hard on him. You guys just get a bag and keep it moving. But let's go ahead and get into this with Money Mayweather. Okay. So a new report from Business Insiders cast serious doubt on the financial image long associated with boxing legend Floyd Mayweather. Now, despite his undefeated record and flashy displays of wealth, the outlet reports that Mayweather is roughly $54 million in debt, with foreclosures and lawsuits steadily piling up, you guys. Now, according to the report, 2 of his commercial properties have been foreclosed within the past 18 months, and a Las Vegas building that houses his strip club's Girl Collection is at risk due to more than $52,000 in unpaid property taxes and penalties. Wow. But he walking around with suitcases full of money. You need to shovel some of that off over there to where, you owe all this damn money. Now, Mayweather has also faced multiple lawsuits accusing him of failing to pay for millions of dollars worth of luxury items such as watches and high-end jewelry, claims that he has denied. Now, creditors have reportedly gone after Mayweather, his once iconic Gulfstream jet, which FAA records show was sold in December. Now, he has also sold his Beverly Hills and Miami mansions to real estate partners, signaling a major shift from the ultra wealthy image that he has long promoted. So I know he's probably going to be pushing for this Tyson fight coming up in the spring, because that's going to give him a few more millions of dollars, which I'm sure, again, will be a fixed fight. But I think he needs to stop spending so extravagantly and try to save some of his money. You don't need all those expensive chains and all that shit. Now, you just don't need all of that. Like, save some of your money, put some money away. I don't know if he has a financial advisor, in which he should. Maybe he ain't listening to the financial advisor, but I don't see why he needs to spend this much money. If you're spending out more money than you're bringing in, that can be a very dangerous thing. Okay. If you got to sell off properties and all of this, and you own jewelry, stores and all of that for very high-end jewelry that you're not paying, and then it's shutting down and you're getting foreclosed on your homes and shit like that. There's a leak in the building somewhere, and that shit needs to be fixed before you wind up on Skid Row. We see a lot of celebrities that burn through their money. You got to be smart with your money. Don't never, ever spend out more than you're bringing in. That can be a very, very dangerous thing. And that goes for anybody else watching me. Be smart with your money, honey. If you're making $52,000 a year, you can't be spending 54. You're going to always wind up, you're going to always wind up short somewhere. So you got to figure that shit out. All right, moving along, though. Moving right along. We can talk about Ray J in a little bit. He can't see his kids because of the video where he went live, where he threatened to pow Princess Love when their children were there. They have since gone to court. And since then, the judge has told him he cannot be around his kids or Princess Love. You guys know he did not get to be around his kids for the holidays, which was Christmas. He had gifts for them, but he was like, hey, I put up this Christmas tree. I can't see my kids. I'm feeling away. But he has found himself in some other bullshit since then. Y'all know Ray J is going to always be in some type of controversy. So it says that Ray J, shout out to Live Bites, Ray J says it just dawned on him that he was not invited to Diddy's freak-offs because he was too ugly. What? Let's get into this bull-ish with him, child.
Just keep talking about freak-offs. I've been around a lot, and I went, oh, wow. I'm ugly. I was in a casino, and this lady walked up to me, and she said, you know my friend Kenya. Y'all went to school together. I'm like, Kenya? I know you ain't talking about the Kenya that I'm talking about. She goes, Kenya. And I go, let me see her picture. So I see Kenya, and Kenya looked good. But back then, she was shorter. I was shorter than her because I was little in the 4th grade. So I'm like, I know me and Kenya, like the Kenya I know, we used to tongue kiss in the back by the bathroom all the time, and she used to have a big tongue. But we was both in the 4th grade. And I'm like, that can't be. So she get Kenya on the phone. I'm like, Kenya, what's up? She like, I'm like, this the Kenya. She like, what school you go? She said, we went to Ambler. I said, this is Kenya. And I said, and your best friend Nicole? She said, yeah, she's still my best friend. I said, dang, Kenya, you remember tongue kissing me in the bathroom? She said, no. I said, what? So I must not, you just keep talking. I said, yeah, I must not have been a good kisser. I said, I'm ugly. I've been thinking about this for 30 years. Yeah, I said, well, I knew her off the grid. And I said, do you remember us tongue kissing in the back? She said, no. I said, damn, I'm ugly. One of my greatest moments. And just like when they keep talking about the freak off with Diddy, I'm like, yo, ain't nobody ever got invited to the freak offs. You know what? Wow. And that's when it hit me. I'm ugly. It hit me. I'm unattractive.
I mean, he could have got invited if you guys saw his SEX tape with Kim Kardashian. I mean, I think he would have been a hot commodity at the freak offs because Ray J is hung like a horse. I'm going and put shit out there. I saw the video. I was like, Brandy, bro? Like, damn, Ray J, is that all you? Is that a clip on down there? Like, nigga, it was like an elephant trunk. I ain't gonna hold you. I was shocked. I was very shocked that Ray J was that well endowed. The nigga was carrying some weight down there. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all read into it. But yeah, you would have been a very, very hot commodity if Diddy would have invited you to his freak offs because, sir, like you bring a lot of weight down there. That's all I'm saying. Ugly or not, because shit, when the lights go out, you can't see nobody anyway, right? From what I hear, Diddy was drugging his girls up. So shit, if they hide in the dark, they don't give a hot damn how you look. But if you bringing that D to the party, then hey, you might get a few phone numbers and a couple hey or whatnot. Anywho, what y'all think about that? Ray J, you corny anyway, all right? Maybe they didn't want you there because you corny as hell. They like, Brandy, brother, what the hell he doing here, all right? Until he drop his damn pants and they be like, oh, you welcome, stay here. You can stay, all right? But what y'all think about that? Moving right along. Yeah, they'll tell you can stay once you drop your pants down and they see what's in them damn boxes. But other than that, they be like, this corny nigga, what he doing here? All right, what he doing here? Little Urkel. He been like Urkel running around the damn freak off party. When he took them pants off, baby, he'd have been like Mr. Marcus in that bitch. Y'all know who Mr. Marcus is, all right? He was in all the PORN videos, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, Mr. Marcus that wear the baseball cap that was in a whole bunch of PORN videos with Superhead. Okay, yeah. Let me stop. Damn. All right, so let's get into the reality TV portion of it all. And then we're gonna get you guys out of here, okay? Yeah, child. Somebody said yes. Facebook said yes. Y'all know who Mr. Marcus is, child. I ain't the only one. Don't be trying to act like I'm the only freak up in here. Okay. Mr. Marcus. Go Google who Mr. Marcus is, and then y'all know who I'm talking about. All right. Dark-skinned chocolate dude that was in a lot of PORN videos. He did a bunch of videos with Superhead back in the day. But yeah. Y'all go Google him. That's all I'm saying. Let me get up off that, y'all, because I don't want to be on it too much. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Sharice is still trying to convince people that she should be on Real Housewives of Potomac, even though we all know her ass is boring and really don't have a storyline since her husband left her ass. But Sharice, honey, says that Potomac was supposed to be the black version of Beverly Hills, but they're eating off aluminum plates. Not aluminum plates, child. Said it's giving housewives of poor Potomac, not poor Potomac. Child. Now, would you be who you are and where you are, Sharice, if you didn't marry your coach basketball husband? Okay, because word on the curve is he's the reason why you was able to live in that nice, luxurious house that you got all that renovation done, where you got that nice little bar and all that up in that house. You still wound up turning around and selling because you had to downgrade after your husband wound up divorcing your ass and leaving you. Anywho, let's get into it, child.
She's so thirsty, wants the fluid or whatever. I'm like, They have no idea how much I've literally turned down. My whole purpose with Potomac, and maybe I should give up on doing it, is trying to make it look like a classy show. You know, like give it ambiance, give it style, give it some class. Potomac initially was supposed to be like the Black version of Beverly Hills, you know, and every time I turn around, they're eating out of these aluminum plates. She's so thirsty, wants the, you know, she wants the fluid or whatever. I'm like, they have no idea how much I've literally turned down. My whole purpose with Potomac, and maybe I should give up on doing it, is trying to make it look like a classy show. You know, like give it ambiance, give it style, give it some class. Potomac initially was supposed to be like the Black version of Beverly Hills. You know,
let's keep going.
Every time I turn around, they're eating out of these aluminum plates. It's like there's no, you know.
That was a little shade there, Sharice. Now, okay, maybe they don't wash no damn dishes after the fact. They wouldn't throw that shit away. But anyway.
People watch. I mean, housewives used to be like.
Lucky want some damn paper plates, okay?
Style, right? It was lifestyle. So there's no lifestyle in Potomac, okay? Potomac. That's what the people in Potomac, the show, they call it Housewives of Potomac.
Yeah.
Cherie. Thank you. I'm just the messenger, okay? Okay.
Carlos lives for the mess, y'all. You see how he laughed at that? Now, those supposed to be your homegirls, Carlos. Why are you laughing at the women over there on Potomac? You always talking about, I love the grind on. Now, what you over there laughing at them talking about Potomac for? Okay, y'all know Karen had to move up out of her house too. They said the house she's staying in now, she's renting. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you choose to do. But you know, you can't be the grind on over there renting your house, girl. You gotta own that shit, right? But so shout out to Sharice, child. I still don't think they're gonna make you a regular cast member, even after all these damn videos you doing. Carlos ain't gonna help you get no regular schmegular job on the show. You just ain't gonna do it. And you sure ain't gonna get on there talking crazy about the girls. Now they ain't gonna really want to film with your ass now. Okay, like I wouldn't do nothing else with Carlos, because Carlos is messy as hell. He wants you to say some crazy shit about them. Because he's still mad his ass can't be on Bravo no more, because Andy and them kicked his ass up off there years ago when he was on some shit. All right, but what y'all think? Shout out to Bravo Shade Room. Moving right along. All right, let's get into some Mary Cosby news. For those of you who watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I still haven't started watching it, y'all. I still have not started. When I tell y'all I have so much stuff on my DVR that I be still trying to keep up with, OMG. But Mary Cosby is back in the news, honey. So Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Mary Cosby is accused of allowing physical abuse inside her church, as her cousin claims that he was shoved, girl, during prayer. Now, you're supposed to have your eyes closed and, you know, in you know, a different, what they call it, aura, when you are in church shouting and folk are praising. You're supposed to have your hands up and your eyes closed, your head bowed, all that. Now, I don't close my eyes when they're praying, because people be crazy in church, child, just in case something pop off and I got to be able to, you know, whoa, on somebody up in there. But let's get into it, honey. According to the Jasmine brand, a new TLC docuseries is putting a specific allegation of physical abuse involving the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Mary Cosby and her church back in the spotlight. So the real cult of the Real Housewives. Let me find out. I missed this because I think it came on New Year's Day. I'm gonna have to double back on my DVR. So the cult of the Real Housewives centers on claims from former members of Faith Temple Pentecostal Church, Lord, which is led by Mary Cosby and her husband, Robert Cosby Sr. Now, one of the most serious accusations come from Mary's cousin, Dan Cosby, who alleges that he was physically harmed by Robert during a prayer session. Did anybody get to watch that? Did anybody in my chat get to watch the docu-series about Mary Cosby in this church, this cult situation, y'all? Because I can't believe I missed it. See, that's what happens when you be on that damn Don Julio. But anyway, so according to Dan, the incident was part of a broader pattern of fear-based leadership, not fear, Lord. Now, I said that how he would do it, said that how he would use this form of authoritarian style leadership and how he would talk to other brothers in the church, pitting them against me or against other members, Dan says. He says that I wasn't the only one. Said that there are others that left because they saw the writing on the wall. Child. Y'all said not me either. I'm gonna have to check it out because y'all know I love documentaries and docuseries. So you learn a lot about a person in those. All right, so let's continue. Said that Dan claims the alleged shove ultimately pushed him to leave the church. Girl said that you were just afraid to leave. People were afraid of leaving, according to him. Let me find out people were scared to leave the church. Said that this is detrimental to people. So the docuseries also features similar concerns from other congregants, painting a troubling picture of control and intimidation. Now, you should never feel that way when you go to church. You should never feel like you're being controlled or intimidated by your pastor and or first lady of the church. Like, damn. Now, I've seen some videos in church where people do some crazy things, and they do that they are intimidating, where they do when they're praying for people, like they will hit them across the forehead a little too hard or trying to push people back. Y'all know where they pray for them and people don't fall out after they pray for them, just to kind of show that they have this special power in church. They'll kind of give them a little push to make them fall back into the floor, because then they feel like they're doing something, or they'll put oil on their forehead a little too hard. I don't know, just crazy stuff like that. But then when you get to shoving people and doing crazy stuff like that, I don't know. I'm not into that. Okay. I just feel like you can just say a word over somebody when they go up there and they hold their hands up, put like a little cross on their forehead and keep it moving. But all that pushing people and shoving and all that, I don't feel like you have to do all that in church. And that's why people stop going to church, because people are too aggressive. Like, I don't need you to be aggressive with me in order for me to have a little prayer session. All right. But let's move along. Let's get into some Claudia Jordan and the girls, honey, where they're talking about older women and the young boys wanting to date them when they get, up in age or whatever. It's like that cougar action. Any cougars in my chat? Okay, let me speak y'all language. Arr, okay. Arr. Let me talk to the cougars. Arr, okay. Shout out to the shade room. So Claudia Jordan keeps it 100 about what sex is really like in people's 40s and 50s, okay? Said, plus the real convo about sexual health starts at home. All right, period. Let's get into it. I love me some Claudia Jordan, okay? And she'll read the girls down as well. But let's get into it. Shout out to Shade Room.
Let me ask you all this. Claudia, I'll start with you. What's a myth about sex in your 40s or 50s that you would like to shut down right now?
That is dry.
Okay.
It could be dry in your 20s if you're not attracted to the man and if your mind isn't being stimulated.
That's so true.
I feel like and that women in their 40s and 50s are just so desperate that they'll be a sugar mama and pay for it because they're just so desperate. Nobody wants them. When I tell you the YNs and their daddies that come after 40 and 50,
y'all know the YNs are the young ninjas, all right? NIGGAs as they call them.
Say 52, I see a glimmer in their eyes like, oh, you're responsible. You know how to cook. Your house is probably clean. You got a fitted sheet on your bed. You got pillowcases that match. You got towels that are like, they look at, and I hear the horror stories of dealing with the immature women. But they trust and believe. It ain't no shortages. The aunties are getting hit on.
Yeah, that's true. Now you have some of these guys that are just they are impressed with some of the very basic things that one should have going on in their life, especially when they ain't never had nothing. They dating an older woman that's more established. They're very impressed by that. I'm like, you're supposed to have fitted sheets on your bed, okay? Hopefully they're 3,000 count, because baby ain't nobody got time for no thin, cheap ass sheets out here. But also, a woman that can take care of her own bills and the things that she has to take care of, and not have to, rely on a man or a second income. We have a lot of bosses out here now. This is 2026. Women are bosses out here now. They're not relying on no man to come in and give them a plush or comfortable lifestyle. They ain't waiting on that shit no more. So again, that's why I say never date down, because you don't want to have to take care of a man, especially if you're in a place where you can already take care of everything that you need. Anyone coming into the relationship should already have what they have and bring that into the relationship, which makes it extra. You shouldn't be in a situation with a younger guy and be stressed out when all they want to do is play PlayStation all day. They might have a job, they might not. Then you got to tap into your savings in order to take care of a motherfucker that should not be there anyway. All right, but then you got some youngsters out here that's up and coming, that's doing what they need to do. That like a little cougar or two, okay, that can contribute and still throw down the D and please a woman. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You kind of have to use your spidey senses and your intuition in that regard. But what do you guys think about that? Shout out to Claudia Jordan, because I love it. All right, I'm gonna skip this because I don't want Heavenly getting on my damn nerves. I'm gonna use that for my next video coming in. Was that my last one? No, it was not. Let's see. All right, so last topic, okay. I was gonna do a video with Heavenly, but I don't feel like her now, child, because she's gonna have me hollering, and I just know it. The spirit of hollering is gonna be on me if I play that video with Heavenly's ass, and I don't feel like it today. I don't hurt my throat hollering about her ass. Let's get into the next one. This last love, marriage, Huntsville topic, and then we're gonna let you guys go. Shout out to On TV. It says that when the streets are talking, sometimes you gotta stay at home. You hear that, Chris? Stay your ass at home and stay out them DMs while your ass is at home, okay? Because word on the street is your ass still being them DMs trying to holler at women, okay? Nell, if you watching my show, get your husband because he still be in the DMs trying to holler at women, all right? While you be over there at the daycare, he be over there on his bullshit. So just to let you know, I ain't mean to tell on you, Chris, but you still out here on the fuck shit. So let's get into this though, because the two of them, he and Nell, are having a conversation here, and Marcel tipping and tapping up out there in the streets was brought up as well. So let's get into this conversation. Shout out to On TV. Let's go.
You know what the problem is with you and Letitia?
You and Marcel.
The problem with you and Letitia is me and Marcel.
Yeah. But there's always so much on the streets about you and Marcel. Who Marcel. It's always some the NDA, women, marriages. You and Marcel, y'all are great. And me and her can't even just barely sit in the same room together.
Here's the thing. I know Marcel and Letitia did a live, and that was one of the things they said. They don't want to talk about nothing that's on social media. Let's talk about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about what we're doing, you know, as a family. People are going to make up things all the time on social media. Don't nobody know us. We live in this damn house by ourselves. Do you know what the problem is with you and Letitia?
You and Marcel.
The problem with you and Letitia is me and Marcel.
Yeah. But there's always so much.
Because Chris and Marcel do have some of the same qualities and things that they do. Chris is just a lot more sneakier about his shit, okay? Marcel seems to get caught every time. Like, there should never have been an interview where somebody like Shan should have been able to come out and sit down and do a whole interview talking about everywhere she's been with you, money that she was supposed to receive from you, all of this about Marcel threatened to unalive her if she ever talked about it or told, and all the girls being made to sign NDAs. Y'all remember that was brought up on the show. But when it was brought up for Tisha to address those things while she's all in everybody else's damn marriage and in their business, she did the whole, well, I'm not going to talk about that because me and Martha, we discussed that already on our Instagram. And if y'all want to know about that, then y'all could go over there on that. Like, no, girl, you want to talk about Nell and Chris and running up in everybody else's marriage, just like you were with Mel and Martell's situation and the shit they were going through. You was all in they shit. But as soon as people bring up Marcel and him out here running around with other women, Miss Wife never experienced any infidelity in my marriage, Tisha, you said that shit. But now this season, you and Marcel sitting up here talking about you guys are going to marital therapy and you don't know love language and all that after being with the motherfucker for almost 20 years. Like I said it yesterday, that's the wildest shit ever, that you've been with somebody that long and don't know his love language. That shows how much of a connection you have with this person. It shows how much time you spend with him. And if you are giving him some type of affection, which he says you're not, at the end of the hugging and the kissing or whatever, he should want to be intimate with you. But then again, intimacy doesn't always, you don't have to always have intimacy when you are showing your love language to your significant other. You don't always have to go there. But if he's always saying no, he don't want it, and which she says he doesn't, which is weird to me. If Shan is saying that he has a very high sex drive, and your wife at home is saying that he's always saying, yeah, he don't want to, then he's getting it somewhere. Now, Tisha, let's not forget you did say in an interview that you have to put on your calendar and set your alarm every morning to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning so that you know to give your husband head. Sound like your husband said he don't want it, but he like it somewhere else. Maybe you're not doing it right, okay? There's videos out there that can help you, girl, okay? I ain't trying to help you over here because it ain't my place. I don't give a fuck. I don't like Marcel anyway, so I ain't about to give you no pointers. But at the end of the day, girl, it's called pepper. Go look at how you grind pepper, and that'll help you, all right? I said I won't go help you, but I did. Fuck me. But anyway, so So both Chris, I feel that Chris and Marcel do some of the same shit. Again, Marcel, I feel like you wanted Chris to cover for you in that whole Atlanta situation when your ass got caught in that hotel when old girl took a picture of your bike and them big ass pointy ears. We knew it was you. Tisha, you tried to lie and say, that's not my husband. You know his body. I hope you do. I hope you've seen him in the 19 years that y'all been married. I hope you've seen his ass nude in his birthday suit at one point in time or another. Or maybe he just pull it out and get it from the back and you always facing the wall when he do. Maybe you ain't seen shit in 19 years. I don't know. Because he did say he dated you only 1 month exclusively before he did marry you, girl. So all of that's weird to me. I said all that to say this. Now, please stop acting like your husband don't be out here on some mess, because you also had to put his ass out for a very long time for on some fuck shit with you. Okay? You and Tisha, I'll be honest with y'all don't like each other, but y'all have a lot of the same ways. We already know why Tisha don't like Nell. She don't like Nell because Nell is a hot commodity this season, and Nell and Chris are seen as the stars of the show. They are real bosses. They do have the bigger house, like all the things that, maybe that's why Tisha and them building a bigger house so they can outshine Nell and Chris. I don't know shit. People do things for different reasons. But my perspective in all of this, you can't sit here and coddle Chris and make it seem like Chris ain't doing shit. You better pay attention to the rumors where you're saying that people are always saying that Chris and Marceau is doing this. You better pay attention to it, because he's already shown you one time that he will step out on your ass. Okay. I'm just saying it is in him. He did apologize to you. Y'all trying to move forward in your shit. But at the end of the day, your husband does have a wondering eye. One of my subscribers hit me in the DM, and I probably wasn't supposed to tell this. I ain't going to tell their name. But one of my subscribers hit me in the DM and said that Chris hit them in their DM trying to holler at them. So he's still doing this shit. And that ain't cap. And if I didn't want to reveal who they were, I would put the message up there because they screenshotted shit and sent it to me. Your husband is still on the fuck shit. You took him back after you beat the girl up when it was your husband. Now says she beat the girl up that was messing around with Chris. And then after Chris decided he was ready to come home and do right, she let him come back, but he's still doing the shit. And if he's hanging with Marceau and Martell, who we know ain't nothing but a liar and a damn cheater, okay? If he's hanging with the Scott brothers and Martell, what do you think he's doing, sis? Everybody can't be lying about the shit. I'm just saying. Everybody can't be lying about it. So you get mad at other people for bringing shit to you. Girl, take that as a roadmap to the bullshit that your husband is into. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to help you save your marriage, girl. But what do you think about that? Everybody cannot be lying. I swear to God, one of my subscribers hit me in the DM like, real, look at this shit. Like Chris Fletcher hit me in the fucking DMs trying to holler at me. This nigga was trying to have a full-blown conversation. Like he did the whole hello and introducing himself. Like, bitch, we know who you are. We see you on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And was trying to holler at her and was complimenting her on her picture. Like he was really trying to holler. And you got a whole wife at home. Like, nigga, get out of here. Hella inappropriate. So this is shit that, girl, if somebody's telling you your husband doing that, please listen, okay? Please listen. I ain't trying to embarrass you, Nell, and I like you, Nell, a little bit, just a little bit. But you need to check that shit at the door. Let's continue. Yeah.
On the streets about you and Marceau. Who Marceau. It's always some the NDA women, marriages.
You got Chris looking. He's thinking like, how many NDAs I got out there? That's that look. Chris is giving you thinking, how many NDAs do I have out there, nigga?
To Marceau, y'all are great. And me and her can't even just barely sit in the same room together.
Here's the thing. I know Marceau and Letitia did a live, and that was one of the things they said. They don't want to talk about nothing that's on social media. Let's talk about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about what we're doing, as a family. People are going to make up things all the time.
But they didn't want to talk about entrepreneurship and business whenever Mel and Martell was going through their divorce. Marceau was at the whole radio station talking about Mel and Martell's divorce. Nigga, you had nothing to do with that. So now when the tables are turned and people are asking you about this damn video where this girl have all these crazy accusations with y'all in Vegas having threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes and Maurice jumping off the damn ceiling fan and getting clipped on the side of the bed and having threesomes. I don't know. I mean, shit, he said fivesomes. He said had fivesomes. A whole ordained deacon in Vegas. What they say about Vegas, child? What's done in Vegas stays in Vegas. Obviously it didn't. She named names. This girl said Marceau owes her money, but he was paying her cash because Tisha keeps a close eye on the fucking accounts. Like, hello. And if she spoke out, that her life was going to be threatened. But then they try to make it seem like, oh, he would never be with her. And I said again, go back and look at the pictures of Shan back in the day when this shit was alleged to have happened. Shan is a badass bitch. And I don't like calling women that, but at the end of the day, she had body. She was a dancer. She was a dancer. I showed y'all videos ago. Shan did not look the way she did in that interview when she was fooling with Maurice and Marceau. Allegedly, because I wasn't there, didn't want to be there. Shan had body, flat stomach. Her boobs were up. Baby, she had ass for days. She looked good. She had long, pretty hair with highlights. Her makeup was serving. She was that girl. She was very appealing to the eye. So it's no wonder that they chose to seek her out and have these alleged, I'll say alleged again, these alleged situationships with her. So let's not make it out to be the shit never happened, Tisha. Your husband like light-skinned girls. That's what he likes. Go back and look at older videos on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Anytime he had a conversation with Melody, you can see stars in his eyes. He was always smiling like, oh my God. That's one of the reasons why Tisha was always feeling the way against Mel. Y'all remember she sat at the bar and cried her eyes out whenever Marceau said he was inviting Melody to come there to have a conversation. She knows what her husband likes. Yeah, she knows. But that's it, and that's all, guys. Let's finish this right here, and then we're gonna get out of here.
On social media,
Bye-bye.
don't nobody know us. We live in this damn house by ourselves. Do you know what the...
That's true, you do. You do live in a house by yourself, but I feel like Nell is not going to leave Chris. I feel like she's put in a lot with Chris. She's one of those wives where I've done, me and Chris have built all of this and we ain't going nowhere. And, she's one of those types like, I'm mad with you right now, but I'll let you come home later. Whole time Chris was staying with the girl he was cheating with. Okay. Yeah, whole time he was staying with the girl that he got caught cheating with, but Nell let his ass come back home. You got to be careful with that, okay? Because your husband will start to learn how to cheat better and to how to be more discreet with his cheating. If the nigga is still popping up in DMs and doing stuff, Nell, you better watch him, okay? I'm saying Nell, Chris comes off as very, very sneaky, all right? And again, 1, 2 cannot hang together unless they agree. And damn it, he agrees. He agrees with the Scott brothers and damn Martell. That's why he won't never check Martell, because Martell know his shit, because they all doing the same shit together, I believe, in my opinion, okay? Allegedly. And hypothetically and maybe and all that other shit, okay? But that is it for this video, guys. I shall return later on. Let's get out of here. I love you guys down. You guys don't forget to comment on all the topics that we discussed. Shout out to the 329 in the house, okay? Oh, I still got one more thing I got to talk about. This Cardi, what is this? This Cardi B, what is it? Cardi B? No, this Barb's situation, okay? Where, and also with Cardi B, I meant to put this up earlier when we were talking about Cardi B, but we can go ahead and spin the block right quick. All right, so this person, Jane Doe, has something to say. Let's put this one up first because this one was actually first. It's a Barb's bitch, which we all know is the Barb herself, child, who everyone has now canceled. Okay, y'all know who we're talking about, Nicki Minaj. So it says it has now been confirmed that Stefan Diggs is the father of influencer Aline LaPera's newborn baby. Laughing my ass off, bragging on guys who welcome 5 kids from 5 women in just 1 year. So she's coming for Cardi B. Y'all know the two of them do not get along. So she found it within herself 14 hours ago when she's already, it was said that she canceled all of her social media accounts, but it looks like she may have just maybe blocked it or just maybe hid her account or something. I don't know, but she is back according to 14 hours or so ago to come for Cardi B. Now this is going to invoke some type of beef between the two of them. So I'm gonna be keeping my eyes and ears open, especially on Twitter, because that's where all the bullshit goes down. But she is calling Cardi B out with this whole Stefan Diggs situation. Yeah, that's more, child. I almost forgot. So as you guys can see, it's said it's been confirmed. Who confirmed it? Did you see the birth certificate? Did you hear it from Stefan Diggs? Did you hear it from Aline LaPera? We need to see some. You can't just put that out there and say it's been confirmed without showing some receipts. All right. So according to this, it said that Stefan Diggs is the biggest mistake that Cardi B ever made. Said that if she was trying to get back at Offset, she should have chosen a better person. A lot of people had something to say about Cardi leaving Offset, thinking that she was getting into a better situation, only to be with someone who had the same tendencies as Offset, which would be Stefan Diggs. Like nigga, I just told you, has 4 babies born last year, including Cardi's baby, and 1 on the way. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about that. One more thing before we get out of here. It appears that 50 Cent is not only beefing with Papoose, Ja Rule, and other people. We got to get into this last one. I'm going to have to read this one from my phone because it's kind of small. Ciao. All right, let's get into it. All right, 50 Cent is now coming for, y'all ready for this? Tyler Perry, honey. You can see it up there. 50 is coming for Tyler Perry. I thought I'd never see this beef ever. But shout out to Venetian because they're saying that breaking news, honey, Hollywood just got real uncomfortable after mega producer Tyler Perry reacted to the newly released Diddy docuseries on Netflix produced by none other than 50 Cent. Child, this is about to get ugly. Now, it said that Tyler Perry took to Twitter and wrote, I just finished watching the docuseries by 50. He says, I got to admit, now I know I'm a freak too. So you shouldn't have said that because you got 2 lawsuits out. Says, but that Diddy was a whole different level. He said that my only issue is it only showed the dark side and not the good or the lives that he's changed. Said it's still a very interesting piece of ish to watch. Okay, let's continue, child. Now, 50 Cent saw the tweet and replied with 0 hesitation, because y'all know, baby, he's gonna always reply, and 0 chill because he don't have none, right? He says, this is 50 Cent, says that we all know that you move the same way in the acting industry. Ooh, that's T. Says, don't worry, your documentary is coming too. Damn. I can't keep up with all these damn documentaries. So since Tyler Perry decided to insert himself and have something to say about the docuseries that 50 Cent put out about Diddy, now 50 Cent has vowed to put out a documentary about Tyler Perry and his fuck shit that he been involved with, because y'all know he got some lawsuits, okay, for sexual harassment, trying to be out here spooning with folk and all of that. So since he has decided to speak out about 50 Cent and judging the damn documentary, here we go. You guys know Ja Rule has his documentary coming out by 50 Cent. That will be coming out in May of this year, and I'll remind you guys as it gets closer so you guys can watch it, because I know it's going to be some shit. And now 50 has vowed to put out one on Tyler Perry as well. This shit about to get crazy. I'm low-key enjoying this, but I'm high-key like, 50, what the hell? Right? I just know it's gonna be some mess. So I guess we're looking out for another docu-series about Tyler Perry now, okay? Because now it's gonna be some in-depth shit that we didn't even know, kind of like the one with Diddy, because who would have known some of the stuff that happened in the documentary with Diddy? If you guys haven't seen that, it's called The Reckoning. Head on over to Netflix, and once they drop a date, 50 Cent, because he did drop a date like not long after he announced that there was going to be one out on Ja Rule. He announced that he announced the date in terms of when the documentary was going to be out, which is May of this year. So again, I'll remind you guys so y'all don't miss it. But now I'm going to be waiting to see when he will drop a date in terms of when the documentary for Tyler Perry and all of the shit he's going through will be out as well. So, oh, I know it's going to be juicy, Lord. Tyler, I'm sorry. I like you, but I'm definitely going to watch, okay? The petty side of me, I got to see it. What y'all think? Oh, my God. Let's get out of here, child. Lord. 50. He is into it with everybody. Jesus, it's not good to have that many enemies. And 50 obviously does not give a fuck. But let's get out of here, guys. Love you guys down. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you like to. Okay, they say, whoa. Yes, child. Whoa is a good word. All right, so please don't forget to do all of those things. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, all of that. I would love to see what you guys feel about each of the topics we discussed. So please comment, and I promise I will respond. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for your support of this video. Now let's go ahead and do my thank yous right quick to my top flight mods. Thank you, Rose Olmstead. Thank you, True TV Podcast. Thank you, my newest mod. You guys welcome her to my chat. You guys have seen her in here as a subscriber, but she has now received her wrench. So shout out to Miss Tiffany Thomas. All right, y'all give her some love right quick. Okay, y'all give her some love. Thank you, Tiffany. All right, so thank you, honey. So also let me thank my my content creators who come by and also support my channel, because some of you guys are in here. So thank you guys. Jonetta Speaks, thank you. Simple Mom Family TV. Astute Queen B, thank you. I saw Astute earlier. Thank you, Astute, for being here. Miss Didi, thank you for being here. JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, probably in the bushes, but thank you so much. Queen Speaks TV, thank you so much. Black women in the building, if you're here, Diri Talk, thank you. Schoolboy, if you're in the building as well, or in the bushes, thank you. Okay, so you guys, please support the video. Please like the video. All the things are the things. Until the next video, I will see you guys later. Until the next one, bye.